Hey guys, welcome in. So we're doing tea and tarot today with some oracle insight. I'm going to try to keep it shorter. I know I always go over 40-50 minutes and I need to start doing some more short form content. I'm going to work harder on that for you guys, but today it will be at least a half an hour reading. So it's Foresight Friday. Whatever you guys need to know, that could be love, that could be career, finance, family, whatever's coming up for you in your life. Ask your questions. I'm letting my tea cool down, so we'll start with tarot. In our recent past position, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Ooh, then we have the Eight of Cups also in reverse. Ooh, but we've got light at the end of the tunnel because we have the Three of Pentacles, which is a really good card for our future placement. So this could always be mind, body, soul, past, present, future. I always like to say it's your recent past in the last few days, couple weeks, and near future. So again, within a few days, within a few weeks. Let's also pull a clarifier on this. So what's at hand for the entire reading? The Devil. Okay. It's not bad. There's no bad cards in tarot. It's just letting us know what we need to do in our life. So let's get this reading started. Since we have the Devil in our what's at hand position in our upright, the number 15 could represent something 6. It's also a number of love and connection, but could be a balancing of harmonies and responsibilities. So something is keeping you from that balance. Something is keeping you not fully focused on your responsibilities. Maybe there's some shadow work that needs to be done. You need to go inward to see what these things might be. It's not necessarily bad, but it's just restrictive energy. On the far end of the scale, there could be some kind of temptations here, some kind of seduction. So typically when the Devil card comes up, it is symbolizing somewhat of a destructive behavior. So either you're leaning in towards the darker side of things when it comes to sex, addictions with drugs, alcohol. So whether that's for you or for somebody else. We might be dealing with some kind of an attachment here. Yeah, there's codependency happening. Some kind of toxicity, maybe materialism. You might be shopping a little bit too much. Something addiction related. It could be in your love and finances, actually. That's what's coming up for me intuitively. And you have my earth sign that's ruled by Capricorn. Okay, moving on to our recent past position. We have the Two of Wands. It is in reverse. So typically this is a really positive card. Like you're in the planning stages, you're making progress, you're looking out towards your future, and there's some big decisions that need to be made. It also correlates to travel plans. Since it's in reverse, maybe just plan a little bit harder, and be wary of any travel plans getting canceled or restricted. I know right now something's happening with all of the flights. If you're in the United States, since the government shut down, they're canceling a lot of flights right now. Just keep that in mind. You might have some delays correlated to any travel plans, or maybe because you had a lack of plans with wherever it is that you're going, these issues might come up. So just be mindful, play it safe. We're also in Mercury retrograde, so there's a lot of like things going haywire for us electronically. This is just a reminder. You need to reflect on some internal alignment, whatever your personal goals are. Don't be afraid of the unknown, right? Everything is unknown in our life. We're never going to have all the answers before we make these decisions to venture off and make real progress in our life in any avenue of life, whether that be career, love, family. But there is some kind of fear of change. You're playing it safe, and I'm not saying don't play it safe. Always be mindful and do your planning, but you have to step outside of your comfort zone to reach that success, to get out of those feelings of fear, right? You have to be one step out of your comfort zone to get closer towards that success. It's unfortunate, but that's just how the universe works. They're silly games that they play. But if you're trying to reach this new discovery, if you're thinking about leaving home, maybe doing a big move or just traveling, there's this settling of energies that you need to do to find that harmony. This is also a card of union, love, and balance. So because it is in reverse, it's telling me you are lacking this harmony in union. So maybe you're in separation from somebody right now, or that's what's missing out of your life right now. You might have one of the two, like your finances are okay, your career is okay, you see this progress, but then you don't see it on the love side, or vice versa. You're in a relationship, but you don't know where your finances and your career is going. So to just be mindful, do these planning stages so you can start to balance that out. It's ruled by Aries fire signs, so any of my fire signs, this could be for you. This is your recent past and also what's going on for you mentally. So clear that mind, start to do the planning, and then hopefully we'll start to see in our present position and our future that old stagnant energy clears out and you release those fears. So currently what's going on for us, or it might be showing up physically for you, is some kind of indecision. I feel like you're just aimlessly drifting rather than having this clear plan. Remember, because you're lacking that plan. Somebody's in avoidance here, where cups always have to do with your emotions. So somebody's trying to avoid this emotional conversation that needs to happen or decisions that need to be made. There's still this fear of change. There's a fear of loss too. Somebody's scared of big change. Somebody's scared of big loss. But you are willing to try one more time. I get a sense that, there is abundance here. We do have 8 of the cups full. So, yeah, somebody is wanting to try one more time. This is more so, I'm feeling, on the love end of things rather than career-wise, but it could be either. It's just correlated to manifestations. You got to be practical. We have the skill sets, but you need to be absolute with your decision making. I don't know. This could definitely be correlated to business too, though. Yeah, the person's walking away from these emotional cups. They're on the other side of the water. So they're not trying to handle or deal with this decision making of the emotions whatsoever. And they're heading towards the sun and the moon. So there is bright prospect and possibilities, but the moon is also mysterious, and it is insightful, right? Either or, the sun or the moon guide you, right? It's illuminating a path, but you just don't know where that path leads you to. Just follow your intuition. You can't see beyond the small mountainscapes that are in front of you. So again, it's just this fear of the unknown and fear of like dealing with the harder decisions and these emotional things that you have to handle. This is strong Pisces energy. So whoever my Pisces are, you're dealing with some kind of escapism, walking away, leaving something behind. Just some withdrawal. Yeah, there's avoidance here. Big fear of change. Okay, makes sense. Again, it could be correlated to the what's at hand with the devil position. So they're being afflicted with sexual desires that they deem negative. Could be drug and alcohol addiction, or some kind of codependency, some toxicity. And they know that they need to do this shadow work. So it might be them detaching because they're trying to find this freedom from the attachment that they feel. Yeah, this person is definitely just focused on their own personal goals. Even though they have this fear of the unknown, they are trying to detach for a reason, to do this solitude journey. Okay, but what's really cool is that in our future placements and what's going on internally in our soul for the 5D feelings is earth energy. So they are grounding into teamwork, collaboration. It's a coming together. Anytime that we have the 3 of Pentacles, it's like they're building something, and there's some kind of triplicity here. So it might be the coming together of love, finances, and finding themselves, something like this. Or it could be completely surrounded with them just putting all of those eggs into the pentacle basket of focusing on solely their work and career and finances, or vice versa. But there's some kind of expansion going to happen. There's a lot of ideas, and they're finally able to express themselves, which is really good. There is growth happening here. So through this solitude, this is good news. It's telling me that they're overcoming these restrictions and addictions. And that even though they were scared of this loss and this big change, that they had to step away for a reason to go through this growth stage. It's a stage of completion. So it's just really good. It needed to happen. Something's being built. Yeah, they're learning big lessons, big life lessons here. And they're grounding through it. It's really nice. There's going to be a coming together of some sort. Okay. Yeah. I feel like they're just really focused on their finances right now. So if you're hoping for more of a love reading, I'm getting the sense of that they needed to define themselves and go through the solitude period, do some shadow reflection, because they were avoiding the emotional stuff. Hello, Faye. Whoop. Sorry, baby. Okay. Can we have some... Excuse you, baby girl. Not today. Say hello and then goodbye. Can we have some clarifiers? Oh, my goodness. This girl. Baby, she's the worst. Like, she will knock every single card off the table. No more. I need a spray bottle. No, 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 no. All right, clarifiers, universe, spirit guides, angels, fairies, goddesses, gods. Can you please give my collective any information that they need to know? Clarify the devil, please, in our what's at hand position. Adapt to transformation. Embrace change with open arms, for it is the catalyst for your evolution and growth. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're just trying to adapt in any way they can for this transformation that they're going through. It's going to lead to their evolution and growth. So whoever this is correlated to, whether it be you or the person that you're thinking of, they need this evolution. They need to go into that solitude to get away from those toxic behaviors, whatever they may be. Can we clarify this 2 of Wands in reverse, please? Honest echoes. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. Yeah. Yeah, whatever journey is, this union, this love, this balance that you're hoping for, you know that this separation had to happen right now. Your truth is always guiding you. And your heart knows what's best for both parties. There's always, the universe working its magic behind the scenes. She just had to find a way to come up here again. Excuse you, baby girl. Honest echoes. Being honest with yourself, being honest with your person. And I think that they're going to be honest with you too, even though it's hard for this change and fear of loss. Can we get a clarifier on this 8 of Cups, please? Commitment. This is interesting. This is interesting because it says trying one more time. They're indecisive. Somebody wants to try one more time. Somebody's scared of their emotions. I feel like both parties are kind of afraid of this loss and fear of change, but one person more than the other knows that it needs to happen for this transformation period, and both of you know the truth in your heart. But it says commitment to this next stage in your development, and commit to this next stage in your development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. So even if it's not that full commitment in love and that relationship right now, it's like committing to that next stage of your growth. Maybe it's committing, they have to commit to that solitude right now, and making this decision to drift momentarily, even though there is a fear of change and loss, because if they ever do plan on committing in the future, they know that they have to go through this transformation first. And that's beautiful. It shows a lot of emotional maturity and commitment to themselves and their real goals, Okay. Clarify this Three of Pentacles, please. Planning phase. Yeah, this is all about planning, you guys. Take a step back and plan a necessary step to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. Yeah, they're just solely focused on their future. And unfortunately, that might not bring love into the mix just yet, but I think it's really big of them, or you, to recognize that you can't just drift aimlessly anymore. You were lacking in the previous past this real planning stage, and you know that you need to do that in order to reach your goals. Yeah, these are necessary steps to move forward if you want the reality that you're trying to build. Okay, beautiful. Let's see if our tea's cool. I've already stirred the old energy out, and then we bring the new energy in. Ask your questions. This is more about timing, so when all of this comes into the right time. Cheers. I did a Earl Grey. With coconut milk. It's coconut and a nut milk, cashew, I believe. So yummy. Oh, perfect warmth. I love when it's the best temperature. Ask your questions. It's hard not to chug this, but I also don't want you to just wait forever while I'm drinking my tea. Okay. Let the energy keep instilling in that. I'll pull our last few angel numbers. Angels, can you give us advice on all of the cards that we pulled, whether this is for our viewer, cross-watcher, or if our viewer wants to know about the person on their mind? Give us some foresight. What advice do you have about this Devil card and adapting to transformation? There's abundance, always. 8. Infinitely in this cycle, right? Prosperity, opportunities, financial stability, emotional well-being, and transformation. I love that the word transformation comes up twice. That's so on point. Come on. If you're struggling financially or emotionally due to changes in your life or relationships, your angels want you to know that these difficulties are temporary and also an opportunity for growth. Come on, it's all about growth. I love the universe. It just gives us the exact answers that we need. How can I, you, us as a collective, embrace the changes in our life as opportunities to cultivate greater abundance? That's a good question. Today, focus on one positive step that you can take to improve your financial or emotional well-being. trusting that abundance is on its way. There's enough abundance for every single human being on this planet and throughout every single universe in all of existence in every timeline. So remember that. Abundance is on your side. It's your birthright. And whether it be financial or emotional, it's on its way to you. And you have to trust in the unknown, even though that's a scary thing to do. Can we have some advice on these honest echoes, listening to our heart and following our path, even though this Two of Wands was in reverse? 11, patience. Calm, reflection, understanding, timing, awareness, and thoughtfulness. Changes are coming in your life, and you need to be aware of them. Don't rush to conclusions before you have all the information. Taking your time will prevent harm to others and ensure thoughtful decisions. Plan, remember? In what areas of your life do you need to practice more patience and wait for the full picture to emerge? I need that in every area of my life. Today, focus on being mindful and taking things one step at a time, trusting that the right answers will come with time and clarity. 11, one of my favorite numbers. 3 and 11, patience. 11 is a doorway. So yeah, you've recently, in the recent past and mentally, have stepped through this doorway and recognizing that you need to plan and you need to be patient for this abundance of love and finances to come to you in the right way possible, because the universe is always providing. You're protected. Give us some clarifiers and advice on this commitment and the 8 of Cups in reverse, please. New beginnings, 0. Fresh start, opportunities, creation, hope, positivity, and growth. Everything starts with a blank slate, and you have the power to create whatever you desire. Embrace a fresh start with an open mind. New opportunities are on their way, so stay positive and hopeful. How can you embrace new beginnings with an open mind and a positive attitude? Today, take a moment to set a new intention or goal, knowing that you have the blank slate to create something beautiful. Commitment to these new beginnings, commitment to your goals, and trusting that the universe will always provide abundance to you in love and success. Planning phase. Give us some clarifiers on this future placement of the 3 of Pentacles, please. What did I just say about 3 and 11s being my favorite number? You can't make this shit up. Okay, 3111. Amazing. 3,111. Be prepared. So plan. Yes, come on. Focus, preparation, trust, communication, adaptability, and decision making. Stay focused on your goals even when challenges arise. Keep an open mind and budget wisely. So I think some of us who maybe shop a little bit too much. And trust yourself to make the best decisions. What steps can you take today to prepare yourself for unexpected challenges, and how can you maintain focus on your goals despite distractions? Create a plan or checklist for any upcoming projects or decisions. Be adaptable and trust your instincts when unforeseen changes occur. I love it. Be prepared. Okay. We've got, I'm under 30 minutes, you guys. 23:53. Love that. Okay. Last opportunity for questions. This is just to get a little bit more clarity on exactly what these cards were talking about. And T readings, more so than tarot, also give me more of a timeline basis. I feel like not all of that tea got out of there. There we go. Bam. Okay. Last sip for good luck. Tell my collective what they need to know. All right, so there is abundance coming in. Anytime we've got tea coming over the edge, it's letting me know we've got a surplus of something. Love, success, money. Okay, so what's at hand right now? Yeah, somebody's mind is focused on love. Somebody this week has just got their mind on love. It's a little scattered though. So since it's not congregated right on the heart and it's outside the heart, I feel like you're seeking this love externally that might not be fully present. Within the next few weeks, it's like all of the leaves are pushed to one side of it and then there's nothing on the other side. So it's letting me know one person is feeling a lot of emotional stuff correlated to love, and the other person is trying to just steer clear. It makes sense and aligns with the cards because they were in their avoidant period, trying to focus on themselves and not wanting to deal with anything emotionally. But the good news is in a month, so either at the end of November or into December, it starts to sprinkle back in. So I don't know if that's correlated to the same person or a new beginning, like the card said, but you do get some emotional sprinkle of feelings of love and affection coming back within a month. This does correlate to some kind of social gathering within the next week or two. And then there's a few different social gatherings throughout the next couple of months, which makes sense. It's holiday season, so just be mindful. Like, get yourself out there. I feel like you're going to be making good connections and feeling love, whether it's on a romantic level or just, having a good time with your friends and family. Okay. In the end of the month and into the first week or two of December, you've got some kind of new project starting or some doors opening correlated to love. I don't want to say that it's short-lived, but the door is opening in December, but we don't have any leaves after that. So I feel like you're not going to see a lot of progress with that right away, but the door does open. So again, correlated to either a passion project or some form of a relationship. We have nothing under the church, so not really feeling a lot of faith right now. Also correlates to the cards. You guys are just going through it emotionally and trying to be avoidant. But just a reminder that you always need to have faith in the universe, because whether you're getting these spiritual downloads right now or going through a little bit of a period of depression or sadness or confusion, that you're always protected and guided. Yeah, there's nothing under the apple either. So it's like you're not even motivated to better yourself right now. You're kind of just at this standstill emotionally. In early December, somebody's going through a fertile period, or maybe you're finally getting these ideas for future ventures. It correlates the same time frame as that passion project or doorway for love. So just be mindful. Some of you are fertile. It also goes hand in hand with something correlated to family affairs or finances in the same timeline. So you're going to just have to make some kind of family decisions or handle some kind of finances correlated to family in December. All right. We do have a lot of jealous energy here. Although it could also be renewal energy. Snake, I never like to say it's just negative. But it does just tell you to be mindful or weary of any friends that might not have their best interests for you. It crosses over into the fertile stuff of the fig. So maybe they're jealous of your new ideas or new opportunities. It might also be you shedding old skin or this old lack of trust, or like how we were scared of change and kind of being avoidant. And now you're shedding that skin and you're being able to, build off of these new ideas and plant those seeds. So that stems into both November and December. We have the torch energy all the way through the next couple of months. So it's good. You do want to make progress, and you're dedicated towards this progress, towards this new journey or new self. And I love that. That's always a necessity. Yeah, right now you're not making much progress up the mountain as far as your success or career, so you might not be seeing much money roll in right now, but it does start to come in, and it gets better towards the end of the month. The beginning of December might slow down a bit, but you are making money again. You are progressing towards your career, which is great. Yeah, we're in separation right now. Maybe separation from money, maybe separation from love, but in the end of the month and in December, that separation does break, and it's kind of like split. Like, we've got a huge separation right now, some conversation trickles in, and then separation again, they come back in, separation again. So just be mindful of that. We've got some hot and cold energy. Full moon. We do have energy. It's sprinkled all throughout November and December, more heavier in December. So correlates with the cards again. You do have new beginnings in love, but it won't be right away. So that's okay. Give it a month or two. Yeah, we're getting some kind of messaging. I'm getting the feel about money or finances, there's just responsibilities that you need to handle, things that you've got to pay for. But at the end of the month, that does clear up a bit. So I feel like you handle those responsibilities well. It might be correlated to messages of love. So you do have, it's sprinkled, it's scattered. So messages here and there throughout the next couple of months, but then nothing at the end of the month. So yeah, I'm not really getting a feel for a love reading on that. More so financial responsibilities, like letters of you needing to pay some bills or just handle those responsibilities. Somebody's got a difference of opinion, or you're going to be facing some challenges, but there's nothing too big. No, like huge congregations of leaves. So that's just sprinkled throughout the next couple of months, which makes sense with what the cards were saying, where we're just trying to build ourselves. There's fear of change, fear of loss, a lot of indecisiveness, and needing to plan more instead of playing it so safe. And if you want to reach that teamwork state and build something, whether it be in finance or love, then you need to make your way through these challenges right now. Yeah, a lot of new beginnings. We've got heavy sun energy, like there's big leaves on and around the sun energy. So happiness and success, new beginnings, new energy is on the horizon for you. Same thing with the star energy. So you are being guided. This is a wish fulfillment correlated to these new beginnings. And there's some social success here, but it's not big. It's not like you're going to this month or the next month make it to social stardom. Like, you're not gonna become super famous just yet, but you're putting yourself out there, which is good, and people are recognizing you. Yeah, same thing with the conflict. A little bit of Mars energy, but nothing serious, so just regular challenges that I think you have to go through. Okay, you're gonna lose something, but it's nothing big. Maybe you just misplaced something, or it's like an old emotional baggage that you've got to let go of. It's small, like there's not much on Venus, but it is there. So I think it's more so like you're focusing, and it's right on it. So you're focusing on self-love rather than this external thing. Like, that's your main goal right now. It's not heavy on love energy as far as romantically. But there is a lot of good luck surrounded by this. We do have multiple leaves on and around the clover. So these new beginnings are coming. This abundance is there for you. You just got to believe it. You got to put that work in. And there is a new journey here. Yeah, you've got to make some decisions and head forward on this journey, even though you're scared of the unknown. Yeah, there's some kind of travel. It's telling me you gotta go. But plan, because some kind of challenges will happen with this travel plan. Okay. Well, that's amazing. 35:15. I did it, you guys, under 40 minutes. I hope that resonated for you. I love doing this for the collective, and I hope you enjoy it as well. My name is Kat. This is Pure Premonitions. I always forget to talk about that. And yeah, come back to my channel whenever you need some insights. And soon, I promise, I'll be doing some short form content, and we will get some more insight for you guys on your life of love and adventures. So enjoy your day. Bye.